Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session we'll be solving the Jan 2023 4 MA1 2 HR. Okay, moving to the questions. Question number 1. It says show that 4 2/3 divided by 1 5 6 is equal to 2 6 over 11. So your mixed number 4 2 by 3 is divided by again by a mixed number 1 5 by 6. The step 1 is to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. To do that, keep your denominator 3 same, multiply denominator to the whole number, so 3 times 4, and add the numerator. So 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14 by 3. The second fraction is 156. Again, keep the denominator same, multiply denominator to the whole number, so 6 times 1, add the numerator. So we get 6 plus 5 is 11 over 6. Now this part we can do with the help of calculator also. In your calculator, press shift and fraction, so you get these three boxes. Fill in the boxes, so 4 2 over 3, just press equal, it converts it into a improper fraction. Same thing we can do for the second mixed number also. Now your question is, now when you divide by 11 by 6, dividing by a fraction is same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So what we can do is 14 over 3 dividing by 11 by 6 can be written as multiplied by the reciprocal. So flip 11 over 6, you get 6 by 11. Now if you look at 6 and 3, both are divisible by 3, so I'll divide both by 3. So 14 will stay same, 3 divided by 3 is 1, 6 divided by 3 is 2, and denominator 11. And we cannot simplify it more, so 14 times 2, multiply both the numerators, you get 28, 1 times 11 is 11. Okay, since it is again an improper, we can convert into a mixed number. Now when you divide 28, so from 28 you can divide 11 only 2 times. 11 2 times is 22 with a remainder of 6. So your answer will be 2. Your remainder is 6 and over 11. Now again this thing can be done with the calculator. Okay, so you type 28 over 11 and press equal. Now to convert this into a mixed number, press shift and SD. It gives you your final answer, which is 2 6 over 11. Okay. Moving to the next question, number 2. On the grid, rotate triangle A 180 degree, about 1 minus 1. Label the new triangle B. So we need to rotate shape A, triangle A, about 180 degree. But the center is 1 minus 1, so 1 minus 1, so this point is the center of rotation. Now if you have tracing paper, it is very easy, you can trace out the triangle and rotate it 180 degree and you can get your image. But in case if you don't have the tracing paper, then we can do this method. Whenever you rotate 180 degree about the origin, okay, if the coordinates of the point before rotation, the pre-image was xy, after rotation it will become minus x minus y. So now our center is 1 minus 1. So what we can do is, we can do something called as, let's change the origin, change of origin. So we'll draw a coordinate axis as this point as the center. So we do change of origin. So let's draw the axis here. So this will be a new y-axis. Okay, and this is your x-axis. Okay, now let's name the vertices as P, Q, and R for triangle. Now let's find the coordinates of point P, Q, and R. Now point P, okay, the x coordinate with respect to the new will be 2 and y coordinate is 3. So point P is 2, 3. Point Q, x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is also 2. Point R, x coordinate is 1, 2, 3, 4 and y coordinate is 2. So 4, 2. Now when we rotate it about 180 degree, okay, the sign of both the coordinates will change. So P dash now will be plus 2 plus 3 will become minus 2 minus 3. Q dash will become minus 2 minus 2 and R dash will become minus 4 minus 2. So let's plot these points. So point P dash is minus 2 minus 3, so you go 2 left and 3 down. So from this you go to left and come down 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. So this is your point P dash. Point Q dash is -2, -2. So you go 2 left and 2 down. This is your point Q dash. Point R dash is -4, -2. So 4 left and 2 down. So this is your point R dash. Now join the 3 points, you get your required shape after a rotation of 180 degree. Let's label it as point B, triangle B. Okay, now this is how you do it when you don't have a tracing paper. Now I can remove the axis. Okay. Part B. On the grid, translate triangle A by the vector -7, 3. Now, -7, 3, -7 is related to your x. It means about your horizontal translation, and 3 tells you about your vertical movement. Now, your x is -7. It means you need to move 7 left, and your y is +3. It means you need to move 3 up. So, you need to translate your shape 7 left and 3 up. So, let's start from point Q. So, each point will move 7 left and 3 up. So, 7 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And you move 3 up, 1, 2, 3. So, this point here is your point Q dash. Now, once you get one point, you can trace out the triangle. So, it will be somewhat like this. Okay, and this is your required triangle. Okay, let's name it as triangle C. Okay, that's it for this question. Let's move to question number 3. -8 less than 2y less than or equal to 2. We call it an compound inequality. Now you want to find the value of y. So we need to eliminate 2. So what we'll do is divide by 2. So -8 divided by 2 is -4, less than 2y divided by 2 will get cancelled, you get y, less than or equal to 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, y is an integer, list all possible values of y. So integers which are greater than -4 are -3, -2, -1, 0. We will include 1 because there is a equal to sign here, so we can include 1 also. So these are the required integers that will satisfy the given inequality. Part B. Write down the inequality shown on the number line. So your number line here, the inequality shown, it starts from -1 and it is moving towards the right. So we will write here, start with the variable x and -1. Since it is going towards the right, it will be all greater values. That sign is also, you can pick it up from here. So it is greater than -1. Now since it is not shaded, we will not have equal to sign. If it is shaded, we will include that value. So the symbol will be greater equal to. Okay, so your final answer is x is greater than -1. Question 4. Using ruler and compasses only construct the bisector of angle BAC. You must show all your construction lines. So what you have to do is, you take your compass, okay, with a small radius with A as center and a small radius. You draw an arc which intersects the two sides at 2 points like this. Now, okay, step 2, use these 2 points. Okay, now with this point as center, you draw an arc with same radius, and the second point, this point as center, draw one more arc. Okay, now join the point of intersection of the arcs with the vertex. This is your required angle bisector. Okay. Question number 5. On the grid, draw the graph 5x plus 2y equal to 10 for the values -2 to 4. Now if you look here, your y is not subject of the formula. So first step what we'll do is, we'll try to convert this into slope-intercept form. So I want y alone, so let's shift 5x to the right. So you will get 2y equal to -5x, and this 10 will be plus 10. I want y alone, so divide throughout by 2. So divide by 2. So your equation is y is equal to -5 upon 2x plus 5. We need to draw a graph for this given equation. Now, they want us to start from -2 up to 4. So let's prepare a table of values starting from -2 up to 4. So -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can substitute -2 in place of 2, simplify and get the value. If there is a faster way, you can go to your calculator, go to your option mode, number 7, which is table, and type out your function. So minus 5 over 2x. So minus 5 by 2. Now to get x, you have to press alpha and close bracket. This, you can see x is written here. That gives you x and plus 5. So step 1, copy a function and then press equal to. It will ask you starting from what value. You want your values to start from minus 2. Okay, end at what value? You want it to end at 4. And steps means you need all the values at a gap of 1. So you press equal and your table is ready. At minus 2 it is 10, at minus 1 is 7.5, and at 0 is 5. So let's note it down. So 10, 7.5 and 5. So 10, 7.5 and 5. And for the last 4, let's scroll down. So at 1 it is 2.5, 0 and minus 2.5. So 2.5, 0 and minus 2.5, and the last value at 4 it is minus 5. Now we have all the points here, so we have to just plot it and join it to get your required graph. So the first point is when x is minus 2, the value of y is 10. So when x is negative 2, y is 10, so this is your first point. When x is minus 1, y is 7.5. Minus 1, 7.5, so will be somewhere in between. When x is 0, y is 5. At 0, y is 5. At 1, it is 2.5. When x is 1, it is 2.5 roughly here. When x equal to 2, it is 0, so x is 2, y is 0. X equal to 3, it is minus 2.5, so 3 is negative 2.5, so which is somewhere here. And lastly at 4 it is minus 5. When x equal to 4, it is minus 5. Now you need to join all these points to get your required graph. So let's join it. So you do it with the help of a ruler, so you'll get a proper straight line. Moving to question number 6. In a bag there are only red counters, blue counters, green counters and yellow counters. Okay, the total number of counters in the bag is 80. In the bag the number of red is x plus 7, number of blue is x minus 11 and green is 3x. Jude takes at random a counter from the bag. The probability that he takes a red counter is 1 upon 4. So probability of red is 1 upon 4. Now how we can get probability of red is the number of red, which is x plus 7, upon the total possibility, that is 80. So x plus 7 out of 80 is 1 over 4. Now to solve this, you can just take the cross product. So 4 times x plus 7 equal to 80 times 1 is 80. Expand the bracket. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 7 is 28 equal to 80. Subtract 28 from both sides, so we get 4x equal to 80 minus 28. So 4x equals 52. To cancel x, divide both sides by 4. So we get x equals 13. So once we know the value of x, we can find the actual number of red counters, blue and green counters. So the number of red, x is 13. So 13 plus 7. So we have 20 red counters. The number of blue will be 13 minus 11. So we have only 2 blue counters. And the number of green is 3x. So 3 times 13, that is 39. So altogether we have 20 plus 2 plus 39. That gives me 61 counters are red, blue and green. So I can find out how many are yellow counters. Okay, so total is 80. Out of that you subtract 61, so the remaining 19 are yellow counters, and the question is to find the probability of picking a yellow counter. So we have 19 yellow out of 80, so the probability is 19 over 80. Next question, number 7. Find the HCF of 200 and 420. Now this we can do in different ways. So let's try to do using the product of primes. So for 200, we need to express in terms of product of primes. So we'll draw the factor tree. So 200 I can write 2 times 100. So 2 is prime, you cannot break up further. 100 is 10 times 10. Again 10 can be written as 5 times 2 and 5 times 2. Circle all the numbers without any branches below them, and this number should be prime numbers. So 200 is, we have 2 1 2 3, so 2 cube times, we have 2 5s times 5 square. Similarly we can do for 420. Now 420 we can write it as 42 times 10. 42 we can write 7 times 6. 7 is prime. 6 can be further written as 3 times 2, and this side 10 is 5 times 2. Circle all the numbers without the branches. So 5 2 2 3 and 7. So 420, okay, is, we have 2 only twice, so 2 square times 3 is only once, 5 is also once, and 7 is once. Now once we have this, now this thing what we got here we can also get from the calculator. So if you go to your option, okay, like 420, so type 420, press equal to get the product of primes, press shift and press this button here, so it gives you the product of, so it is 2 square, 3, 5 and 7. Okay, now to find HCF we need to remember the rule. When you are using product of prime, you will select the ones which are common with lowest power, the common factors with lowest power. So we have 2 in both, so you write here 2, small power is 2, and we have 5 in both, and the small power is 5. So 2 square is 4 times 5 is 20, so your HCF is 20. Okay, now A, B and C are given, find the LCM. Now for LCM, okay, the rule is you will take all factors with highest power, all with highest power. So your LCM will be, we have 2, so it will be 2 power 3. We have the factor 3, highest power of 3 is 2, so 3 squared. We have 5, again 5 power 2, 7, highest power is 2, and 11. So this is your LCM. Okay, next question, that is number 8. 60 students sat a maths examination. The mean marks for 32 students in class A was 55. The mean for 28 students in class B was 52. Find the mean mark for all 60 students. The formula for mean is you add up all the values, sum of all values divided by the number of values. Now this information we can put it in a triangle. Your mean is sum divided by the number of values. Now let's look at class A. Now in class A there are 32 students, so number of students is 32 and the mean is 55. So you know the mean and number, so I can find the sum of the marks scored by students of class A. So your sum will be 55 times 32, and that will give you 1760. Similarly, we can do for the second class, class B. Mean is sum divided by the number. For class B, there are total 28 students in class B and the mean is 52. So mean is 52, the number of students is 28. So we can find the sum of the marks scored by students of B, that is 52 times 28, that will give you 52 times 28 is 1456. Okay, now to get the total marks scored by both the class, we will add both. So your sum of scores of both section A and B When you add up both the scores, that will give you 3216. Question is find the mean mark for all 60 students. So your mean for both the class together, you add up all the marks scored by both divided by the total number. The mean marks will be 1760, or directly write 3216. The total of both divided by the total number of students, which is 60, and 3216 divide by 60, that gives you 53.6. Question 9. Teresa invests $2,000 for 3 years in a savings account. She gets 4% each year compound interest. Okay, how much money will Teresa have in her savings account at the end of 3 years? So we need to find the total amount. So value amount formula is A equal to P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 power T, or we can write power N, which is number of years. Now your A is your final amount or your final price, and P is your initial. If it is increasing, you will use plus sign. If it is decreasing, in case of depreciation, we use subtraction. Okay, so you invested 2,000 for 3 years at a rate of 4%. So just substitute and we can get the answer. So we have 2,000 bracket 1 plus rate of interest is 4 upon 100 for 3 years. Now we put this in the calculator. So you get 2,000 times 1 plus 4 over 100, close the bracket, to the power 3. So 2249.728. Okay, it says round it to the nearest dollar. So we don't need decimal part. So the next digit is strong. So you will round up. So you will get the total amount in account will be 2249 will become 2250. So you have $2250 in her account. Okay. Sam invested $T. The value of his investment decreased by 9% each year. At the end of the first year, the value of Sam's investment was $1365. When it is decreasing by 9%, it means initially it was 100%. It decreased by 9, so it became 91%. And this amount 1365 is 91%. So 1365 is 91%. So you divide by 91. To get your original, you multiply by 100. You'll get your answer. So it is 1365 divided by 91 times 100. That gives you 1500. So Sam's investment was $1500. Now one more way of doing this is, you can do it using the ratio method. You can write your percentage and you can write your dollars. So 91% is $1365. We want to find how much is 100%. We don't know what is the amount. Let it be Y. Take cross product. It will be equal. So Y times 91 is same as 100 times 1365. So Y times 91 is 100 times 1365. To get Y, you divide both sides by 91 and you will end up getting the same value. Okay. Next one, question number 10. The diagram shows two solids A and B made from two different materials. The solid A is a shape of a cylinder with radius 3 and height 7. It has a mass of 2000 grams. Solid B has a mass of 3375 grams and solid B has a volume of 450 cubic centimeter. All of the metal from solid A and solid B is melted down to make a uniform solid C. There is no change to the mass or volume during this process. Work out the density of solid C. So first thing, we should know the formula for finding the density. The formula for density is mass over volume. So we need to know the total mass divided by the total volume. Now we know the mass for both, we know the volume for solid B, so we need only the volume of solid A, that is the cylinder. Now, okay, so volume of shape A, that is the cylinder, the formula for volume is pi r square h. Pi, the radius of the cylinder is 3 square, height is 7. So put this in your calculator. So you have shift pi times 3 square times 7. So pi times 3 square times 7, that gives you 63 pi. So it is 197.92. So volume of shape A is 197.92 cubic centimeters. Okay. Now to find the density of solid C, so we need to take the total mass of both A and B divided by the total volume. Now the total mass of shape A is, solid A is 2000, whereas mass of B is 3375. Volume of solid A is 197.92 and for B is 450. So it is 2000 plus 3375. Denominator we have 197.92 plus 450. That gives me 8.29. So it is 8.295. Now the question says round your answer to one decimal place. So it means after the point we need only one digit. So the next digit is strong, so add 1. So your final answer, density of solid C, will be 8.3 grams per cubic centimeters. Moving to next one, question number 11. Okay, AB, BC, CD, DE and EF are 5 sides of a regular polygon. Okay, RST, SCU and BCV, these 3 are straight lines. RST is parallel to CD. So this line RST is parallel to CD. Okay. Angle RSC is 128 and UCV is 32. Work out the how many sides the polygon has. To find the number of sides of a regular polygon, the formula is 360 divided by the exterior angle of the regular polygon. So once I find E, the exterior angle, I can easily work out the number of sides. So let's use the information that is given to us. The first thing is, if you look, we have parallel lines. So obviously we have the alternate interior angles which makes this shape Z. So this angle here is 128. So this angle is 128. So the Z angle, alternate interior angle, will also be 128. So we can write here angle SCD is 128 degree because it is a pair of alternate interior angle. Okay. Now the second information is this angle here, angle CUCV is 32. Okay, so in between angle we can mark it as E, which is the exterior angle of the regular polygon, because BC and CD are the sides of the polygon. So BC is extended, so E is the exterior angle. Now these 3 angles here, they make a straight angle, so they will add up to 180. So you add 128 and 32, so you get here 160. Okay, subtract from 180 minus 160, so you get the value of E is 20. Now the value of E is 20, so we can work out the number of sides. Number of side is 360 divided by E, 360 divided by 20, so it will give you N is 18 sides. So the regular polygon has total 18 sides. Moving to question number 12. Okay, simplify 2 over y power 0. Any number to the power 0 is 1, so 2 upon 1, 2 divided by 1 is 2, so your answer is 2. Simplify fully 16a4 whole power 3 by 4, so you have to use the distributive property. a times b whole power m. So you multiply the power to both the powers. So a power m and b power m. Also, you have double power, you multiply the powers. So this power 3 upon 4 will go to both 16 and a4. So it will become 16 to the power 3/4 times a already has a power multiplied by 3/4. So 16 to the power 3/4, fourth root is 2, 2 cube is 8. You can put in the calculator, you will get answer 8. This 4 gets cancelled, you get 8a cube. So your final answer you can write here as 8a cube. Part C, expand and simplify. So what we can do is we can multiply out the two bracket using FOIL method. So let's keep 5x as it is and let's multiply the two bracket. So 3x times 2x, 6x square, 3x times minus 1, minus 3x, 4 times 2x is plus 8x, 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. Now inside the bracket we have some like terms. So minus 3x and 8x can be simplified. So you have 5x, 6x square will be same. 8x minus 3x you get plus 5x minus 4. Okay, now finally we can multiply the bracket 5x into 6x square. So 5 times 6 is 30. X and x square, when you multiply you add the power, so it will be 30x cube. 5x times 5x will be 25x squared and 5x times minus 4 is minus 20x, and that's your final answer. So 30x cube plus 25x square minus 20x. Okay. Question number 13. A rectangle has length L and width W. L is increased by 20%. W is decreased by 35%. Calculate the percentage reduction in the area of the rectangle. Now since it is in terms of percentage, so we will start like this. Okay, let's assume that the original dimensions of the rectangle, okay, so let the length of the rectangle be 100 and the width of the rectangle be 100. Now since we know length and width, so area will be length into width, you times it, 100 times 100, so it will give me 10,000. Okay, now the new rectangle, the length is increased by 20%. So when you increase by 20%, so it will become new length here will be 100 plus 20, so it becomes 120. The new width is decreased by 35%. So you subtract 35, 100 minus 35, that will give me 65. So I have the new length, I have the new width. Let's work out the new area. So it will be 120 times 65. So it becomes 7,800. So the initial area was 10,000 and the new area is 7,800. So you can make out that the new area has decreased. Okay, when you subtract both, you can see that the decrease is by 2,200. The question is to find the percentage reduction. So formula for percentage reduction or percentage decrease, you divide decrease by the original times 100. It has decreased by 2,200. The original area was 10,000 times 100. Cancel out the zeros. Okay, you will get 22%. So the total area has reduced by 22%. Next question, question number 14. A, B and C are points on a circle with center O. The radius of the circle is 8.5. Angle ABC is 132. Okay, work out the perimeter of the shaded sector AOC. So basically, you need to find the perimeter of the major sector. To find the perimeter, you need to add up the two radius and we need to add up the length of the major sector. So we need to add these three information. Now to find the length of sector, we need the corresponding angle. Now angle ABC is 132. So this angle here AOC, that is reflex angle AOC, okay, which is angle at the center, will be twice the angle on the circle. So it will be 2 times 132. So our theta will be 264 degrees. Okay, so now, so we have theta is 264 degrees and radius is 8.5 centimeter. Now perimeter of the major sector will be the length of the major sector plus you need to add up the two radius. The formula for length of sector is theta out of 360 times 2 pi r plus the two radius. Here radius is 8.5 and 8.5. So let's substitute the values. So theta here is 264 out of 360 times 2 pi, radius is 8.5 plus 8.5 and 8.5 will give me 17. Let's put this in the calculator. So it is 264 over 360 times 2 times pi times 8.5 plus 17. That gives you 56.16. So they want us to round it to 3 significant figures. So we need only the first 3 digits. The next digit is strong, so add 1. So your final answer will be 56.2 centimeters. Okay. Next question, that is number 15. Here are the numbers of aces that Rutger served in each of the 11 tennis matches. So the total number of matches is odd. Find the interquartile range for the number of aces. So since the total number is an odd number, so 8 will be your median value. So you have 5 numbers on each side. So this is your median, which is Q2. So the middle number of the first half, that is 2, is your lower quartile, Q1. And similarly 11, which is the mid value of the second half, is your Q3. To find the interquartile range, you need to subtract the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. In this case it is 11 minus 2, so your interquartile range is 9. Okay, Kim also plays in 11 tennis matches. For Kim, the median number of aces is 11. So for Kim, median is 11, whereas for Rutger, the median is 8. Okay, the interquartile range for the numbers of aces is 5. State giving reason whether Rutger or Kim served more aces on average. Now you can easily make out, because the median number of aces is 11, so Kim served more aces on average. Okay, and the reason is because she has a higher median, as she has a higher median. Okay, one more question is state giving reason who was more consistent with the number of aces served. Okay, so the consistency, we can say the interquartile range for Rutger is 9, whereas for Kim it is 5. So Kim is more consistent. Kim is more consistent as she has a smaller interquartile range. Okay. Now, question number 16. Here are two vectors. Vector BA is given, BC is given. You need to find vector AC. Now, vector AC, we want to go from A to C. It is same as going from A to B and B to C. Now, we don't have vector AB, we have vector BA. So, to find AB, you have to just change the sign. So, minus 5, 4 will become plus 5 and minus 4. Vector BC is 9, 1. So, combine both, 5 plus 9, you get 14, and minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. So, vector AC will be 14 and minus 3. Okay. Number 17. The table gives you information about the time taken by each student in year 11 to complete a homework task. Okay. So the time taken is given to you, frequency is given, and the question is to draw a histogram for the given information. To draw the histogram, we need to work out the frequency density. The formula for frequency density is divide the frequency by the class width. Okay, so what we will do here is we will add one more column here to work out. So frequency density. Okay, so for the first one, the frequency is 15 divided by the class width. So 25 minus 10 is 15. So 15 divided by 15, so frequency density is 1. For the second one, the frequency is 18 divided by the class width 30 and 25. The difference is 5, so divide by 5. 18 divided by 5 will give you 3.6. Next one, the frequency is 32 divided by the difference in the limits. 50 minus 30 is 20, so divide by 20, that will give you 1.6. And lastly, you have 4 divided by 60 and 10, the difference is 10, so it is 0.4. Okay, so using the frequency density, we can draw the histogram. So the first group is from 10 to 25. So you have 25 here, and it is frequency density is 1, so your first one will be of this height. Okay, the second one is from 25 to 30, and the frequency density is 3.6. So this is 3.6 is still here. Okay, okay. Next one, from 30 to 50, it is 1.6. From 30 up to 50, it is 1.6. So this is 1.5, a line above, 1.6 up to 50. Okay, and last one, from 50 to 60, it is only 0.4. 50 to 60 is 0.4. So you draw it like this. Okay, so please use a ruler. One of the students who took 50 minutes or less and more than 25 minutes to complete this homework task is chosen at random. So we need more than 25 minutes and up to 50. So if you look at the table, more than 25 up to 50, we are talking about these two groups. So total is 18 and 32. So 18 plus 32. So there are total 50 students. We are selecting out of 50 students. So you have 25 here. So from 25 up to 50. So you have 18 in this group, from 25 to 30. From 30 to 50, we have 32. Okay. Now the saying, find an estimate for the probability that this student took 45 minutes or less. So 45 minutes or less, so we don't have 45 here. So what we can do here is the group 30 to 50, or we have total 32 students, we can divide into 4 parts. Okay, now so if you divide into 4 parts, each part will be 8, 8, 8, 8. We need the students who took less than 45, so we need from here to here. So it will be 18 plus 8, 8 and 8, that is 24. So 18 plus 24, that is 42. So you are selecting 42 out of 50. So your required probability is 42 out of 50. Okay, that's it for this question. Moving to number 18. A statue and a model of the statue are mathematically similar. The statue has a surface area of 3600. The model has a surface area of 625. Volume of the model is 750. Work out the volume of the statue. Whatever is unknown, try to keep in the numerator. Now, all similar shapes, we know that the area is proportional to square of scale factor and volume is proportional to cube of scale factor. Using these properties, we can easily work out. So we can say the area of the statue upon area of model will be equal to k square. We know area of statue is 3600 and area of model is 625 equal to k square. Now to find the value of k, take square root of both sides. So square root of k square is k, and we can work out square root of root 3600 over 625. That gives you 12 over 5. So the scale factor is 12 by 5. Okay. Now we know volume of the statue upon volume of the model is, this ratio is proportional to cube of scale factor. So we don't know volume of statue. Volume of model is given to us, it is 750. We know the value of k, which is 12 over 5. Now to find the value of volume of the statue, multiply both sides by 750. So this will cancel out. Let's put this in the calculator, you will get your final answer. So it is 12 by 5 whole cube times 750. So it is 10,368. So volume of the statue is 10,368 cubic centimeters. Okay. I'm moving to the next question. Prove algebraically that for any three consecutive even numbers, okay, the sum of the squares of the smallest even number and the largest number is 8 more than twice the square of the middle even number. So we are talking about even numbers. So let's now even number, okay, any number multiplied by 2 will be an even number. So if I say 2n, so 2n will be a even number. So the next even number will increase by 2, so it will be 2n plus 2, and the next one, if you need, again you add 2, it will become 2n plus 4. So these are our three even numbers. It says you need to add the squares of the smallest and the largest. So you need to square the smallest number and squares of the smallest number and the largest number. So largest number is 2n plus 4, and add the square of the largest number. Okay. So when you square it, it will become 2 square is 4n square. Now here, if you know identity special products, you can do directly. If not, you can write the bracket twice and use FOIL method. So 2n plus 4 bracket 2n plus 4. So 4n square plus, okay, 2n times 2n is 4n square. 2n times 4 is 8n. 4 times 2n is again 8n. 4 times 4 is 16. So 4n square plus 4n square will be 8n square. 8n plus 8n is 16n plus 16. So this is your left hand side. Let's work out the right side. It says, okay, and the largest even number is 8 more than twice the square of the middle even number. So it is 2 times the square of the middle number. So 2n plus 2 square. So 2 bracket 2n plus 2, you multiply 2 itself. Now expand the bracket. So 2n times 2n is 4n square. 2n times 2 is 4n. 2 times 2n is 4n, and 2 times 2 is 4. So when you simplify it, you get 4n square. 4 plus 4 is 8n plus 4. Now when you expand the bracket, so 2 times 4 is 8n square, 2 times 8 is 16n, and 2 times 4 is 8. So now you compare both sides, you can see 8n square plus 16n is same. Okay, so this is 16 and this is 8. So you can make out that it's a difference of 8. It means the left side is 8 more. Okay, that's what they want us to prove. So this side, the left hand side is 8 more. So we can write here 2n whole square plus 2n plus 4 whole square is 8 more. So it is equal to 2 times 2n plus 2 square. So this side is 8 less, so we can add 8 here. So both sides will be equal. This is what they are asking us to prove. And for the remaining questions, stay tuned for part 2. Thank you.